It's a special place called the... I'm not telling you the name yet. You just have to wait, yeah. Not telling you the name yet. You just have to wait for the ducks. It's called the William Street Swap Shop. It's called the William Street Swap Shop.
Good morning and welcome to another week of the William Street Swap Shop. It's available online 52 weeks a year, live from 1 to 2 o'clock. Most days, live.
Ask us, where the heck did they get their ideas every day?
Right.
How do you sustain? It's because of people who swap items. We're a swap shop. You like to swap all of your items, new or used.
I've asked in this week's shows, I'd like to have me be a lot louder than Zach, because I think the things that I say are a little more insightful. So it's sort of like when you pan the music to the front of the car.
Right. I've said a few things in the last few weeks on the show that have probably warranted the reason for them turning down my microphone. Pretty soon they're just going to have me on the swap shop and I'm just going to be... I can't hear and then I'll say I can't hear myself, and Matt will be the lead host talking the whole time. I'll just be a dummy.
I call it the Zach attenuation switch. I say to Mason, can we hit the Zach attenuator? And then it knocks him down by about 20 dB. A nice little...
Wait. Hey, hello. Please put me back up. I kind of like it that way. It actually makes the expectations very low. Because before it used to be like, oh wow, this mic is hot and I have to say something.
I would say they were always very low, and then, so I guess, yeah.
My expectations or the people who are watching at home?
Just the general expectation of, us.
Oh, okay.
By anyone else. It's a fun show. It's on the internet. You can get it on WW2, the second World Wide Web. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
We're also simulcasting on the www2 the whole address again. There's only about 4 guys over on that World Wide Web.
Guess what?
They're all in jail as well.
Anywhere you can get internet, you can tune into the William Street Swap Shop. You don't need a cable subscription.
How about that?
Even though we work for a cable television network.
If you're watching on a mobile device, that's also possible, but we recommend you keep it in a OtterBox enclosure, one of the most heavy-duty cases you can put in, because you're going to laugh, you're going to have a good time, or just get emotional and you'll drop your phone.
Yeah. Or you might get angry and throw it. Why didn't, you know how some people get very into, why didn't you make the deal on the swap shop? And then they just throw the phone. Because people make deals here. It's a swap-based community. We do it because of, with people's help.
We've contacted, actually, there's like 14 different board of directors guys over at OtterBox, and we're trying to get a sponsorship. We'd love to hear back from you, OtterBox.
Yeah, please
we think
give
that
us a call.
It could be a great partnership.
I would love to hear from you. It's, you protect phones. They look good. I want to be inside of an OtterBox myself.
If any of you know...
Just protect me, a box that I'm in the whole time. You can throw me. It would be fun to be like one of those balls that people run in. Like hitting things when I walk. Excuse me, I'm in my box. But then I would never have a scratch on me or a scar.
Maybe we could 3D print a OtterBox, like a wrappable bodysuit, OtterBox bodysuit for you.
They probably already are making it. But if they're watching and they just saw it, now they definitely are. It's a good idea. Halloween is coming up tomorrow. Spooky. We promise. Matt and I are very laid-back, positive people. We do not curse. We do not try and bring any entities into your home with this show. We just try and be your friend, basically. We'll never do you any injustice or harm.
Hate to ruin tomorrow's Halloween episode, but spoiler alert, Zach's been dead the whole time.
If you follow the Swap Shop canon in our Wikipedia page, my character, I actually did pass away last October. Who Who am I?
So
what am I?
You're just a bodiless entity at this
Right.
point. We've got some exciting Halloween-themed
Content?
goings on
Yep.
this week. People over the weekend, our Gmail got clogged about 14 times. We had to empty out because we keep getting emails, people saying, what's the deal with
What's
the Halloween episode?
special? Yeah.
I can't even read them all. Got to delete. They're sending
People said-
huge attachments of like Google Earth coordinates. It takes up a lot of data.
Right. They said first, I want to watch the Charlie. First thing, or here are my top three, not in any order. I watched the Charlie Brown Halloween special. I watched Hocus Pocus, and I watched the William Street Swap Shop.
We're thanking you for joining us. We're going to thank you. We are currently thanking you, and we will continue to thank you all week.
Thank you so much, yeah, for everybody who is in the chat room, who's watching this on a mobile device, a streaming device, for paying your internet bill. Thanks for that. I bet if you quit getting internet, that would probably cause us not to do this anymore. So thanks for doing that. Yeah. Thank you.
I think we got a lot to get to, so we'll just get the show kicked off. It's the William Street Swap Shop. My name is Matthew D. Hutchinson.
My name is Zachary M. White.
And it's
My
a
middle
deal.
name is actually Matthew. It's a deal. So now you have my full name, Zachary Matthew White. Look it up.
You can
I've
steal
never been convicted of a crime.
financial information, his identity, everything. What's your social security number?
We'll reveal that on tomorrow's scary Halloween episode.
It's a spooky social security number special. You won't want to
All
miss.
will be revealed, and then it's going to zoom into a coffin, and when the coffin opens up and you expect the crypt keeper to come out, it's just my social security number.
I got to get serious for a second. This is not a joke. What is this? I almost wondered if I should even bring this up this week. But some weird things have been happening around the building.
Yeah.
I don't want to throw you off your game or get everybody in the room worried. It doesn't add up. What's happening with this? Do you want to know? I don't know. Should we roll it?
It's up to you if you want to talk. I know it's a difficult thing you want to talk about, but
Let's roll the intro. We're calling it the Croisshaünting.
I forgot to put an H. But it makes, without the H, it still sounds the same.
I
The
thought
Croisshaünting.
that read even better than how we'd spelt it
Okay,
before.
yeah. I think it would be fun to have, if we had a French mummy. The intro speaks for itself.
Like a
I was gonna say, if we
pastry
had a real budget, I would have hired a French actor to do a mummy's voice and then come out and say, "It's the croissant." Here, I'll just do it now. It's the croissant.
He's a pastry chef. Is the croissant. I can't do a French accent. All right, enough jokes. We finished our show on
Get outta
Friday.
here.
Get out of there. We finished. See? There's flies flying around just like a real haunted object. See? It smells death. You get it, don't you?
You're a fan of the croissanting.
You know all about the croissant. It's a good entertainment network we work for. There's not an infestation of bugs just like this one all over the place. All right. On Friday, you may have remembered we had Leah on the show, a great viewer of the show.
That's right.
Spirits were high. I never eat before a show. I don't want to vomit. I don't want to get nervous and vomit on
Same.
the show.
Yeah. If they say never do a show, never swap. Our relatives taught us never to do swap shop on a full stomach. Always on an empty stomach.
It keeps you edge, keeps you hungry. That's why they starve racehorses before the Kentucky Derby. So,
Get
after the show, I'm like, hey, I'll meet up with you guys later. I'm gonna just go grab a bite to eat.
Yeah.
And what did you say, Zach?
I said, I thought I saw there were some free treats on the table. We have a table that a lot of people leave treats left over after meetings. And I thought I saw something on the table.
That's right. I go in there. Oh, I'm in luck. There's a free croissant.
Yeah.
Here's where things get dark and probably a little too creepy.
Did you find this?
Yeah. It's from a mysterious origin. I don't know. It was in it was in the snack room. I said, okay, I'll have a bite of that croissant. I'll take this croissant. It'll be free. I'm on a budget right now. I'm just some credit card problems that are fine. But
Wait, you saw the croissant? You don't know where it came from? And you
I
did
just
it?
assumed that someone brought it in here and just left it. It was like a leftover from lunch or whatever.
Oh, no.
I take a bite of this croissant right down here, and I felt so cold and so sad. Like the pain of 1,000 pastry chefs had just surged through my body. And I said, I don't like this feeling. Put it back on the free food table.
Yeah.
With a little post-it note that said, hey, I bit this and maybe it's haunted, otherwise free for anyone to have.
Right.
I come back into my office this morning, ready to get a good week of work done. The croissant is on my desk.
That's not me laughing like that you're possessed or anything. That's just me laughing like in a scary like way, so that you are possessed. You know how it's like Dracula.
We need a cackle like that after. The point is, I left it on the... There it is. I left it on the free food table. Somehow it had made it back to my desk.
What?
Still with the haunted bite taken out.
Like someone knew that you would... Look, it's even kind of got a face. You can see the eyes. There's the eyes, and there's the nose. You see it at home. Do we see it?
I know everybody's talking about the David Pumpkin special or whatever. You guys are the real... You're getting the real treat, the Croisshaünting special.
Oh, no. Look, you can kind of see his nose. He's kind of got a French nose.
That's insensitive.
No, that's... You can... I have French family members.
Wait, you can hear Tony in there too. I think I just heard it again. Is he in there? Didn't he say get me out of here, you guys, earlier?
Oh, get me out of here, guys. Look, that's...
So maybe it's haunted. Maybe there's a person in there. We don't know. Just putting that out there for now. We'll leave it out there.
Whew, spooky.
Ugh, I know. You guys ready to get spooked?
Croissant thing.
The croissant.
That's it, yeah. KW, say it at home. KWUH, qua, and then SUANTING. Croisshaünting. It's the Croisshaünting special.
Yeah. Who knows? Will the secret be revealed? Will we more fully understand it? We don't really know. It's a mystery. How are you doing, Zach?
I'm feeling great. I officiated a wedding over the weekend. I did a fantastic job, I think.
I just realized I sent...
First time I ever did it.
I sent Drew a real, business-like email. I should have said, happy congratulations on getting married.
It's not too late.
So he's back at work on Monday.
He is, yeah. Came back to work. Just a quick ceremony. Since it was the first time I did it, I said, I put a joke in the ceremony that I said, leave me, since this is my first time, please leave me 5-star review on Angie's List so I could do more weddings. And I got some laughter.
That was part of your sermon.
You know those laughs?
I'm sure the bride's parents loved that part.
I equated their relationship to television. I said, you're writing an episode together. Because Drew works in television, and I talked about how I met Drew. And I said, this is your season premiere. And I hope you have a lot more seasons to come. I hope it never gets, that kind of thing. You don't ever want a television show to get... It's probably not a good idea to equate a wedding to a TV show, because sometimes your favorite TV show doesn't. Well, hey, Matt and I aren't going to be here forever. This is probably going to be the only time we ever talk about a haunted croissant.
what are the other 5 when you took the analogy too far between TVs and marriages? What were the other 5 ones you did?
That was it. Originally,
And
it was gonna
sometimes
be a
there's
book.
commercial breaks,
Yeah,
and you
right.
got to stick around and stay tuned.
And sometimes
even
there's
though
episodes you can't look at. You want to look away. It can be a little PG-13 or have something you don't want to see. But that's life. I was going to equate it to a book, like chapters in a book. You're writing a chapter.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on that's big.
Thank you.
That's a big responsibility that they trusted you with.
Thank you so much. That's what I said. It's very serious. That's the only joke that I made. Thank you. And then yesterday, well, nothing happened yesterday.
Okay.
I'm doing a thing now I learned from our friend Black Hat Tips. He sends a lot of messages to us as videos, and I've been doing the same thing. So like asking out a date, I'll just send a video of me walking.
Yeah.
I say, hey, what are you doing tomorrow night? Here's my dog. It's cold out. Hope you stay warm. And it means more than just sending an emoji. After today's episode, they're going to have a haunted croissant emoji. Why
I've
is
heard
everyone
that
looking at me? The focus is
Apple.
on me.
No. I was just thinking about how Apple. There's a.
There it is.
Ah.
Ooh.
Sends a chill down my spine every time I see it.
Yeah. Very scary. Oof.
Haunted croissant.
But I feel safe here with you, Matt. I'm not afraid of it. If I was doing the show by myself, I would be afraid of the croissant.
We're safe here, and it's not Halloween yet, so
Right.
maybe there's some darkness being established, but I don't think either of us is in real peril
Right. I think
until
this is
tomorrow.
just foreshadowing until tomorrow.
Although even just with my hand over it, I feel something so wrong, so dark, and so not of this world. Yeah. Well, let's talk about some items.
Okay, yeah.
Don't you think?
I think so. We should. We are the William Street Swap Shop. If you're thinking about going and grabbing lunch early and you're not going to wait until 2 p.m. Eastern Time or 1 p.m. Central Time if you're Central, or if you're thinking about getting breakfast when you're watching this in Pacific Time, hold that thought. We're going to look at a few items. Your items might be here for swap. The deal is, if you see an item in here, you email us at williams.swap@gmail.com. Hey, I love that Top Gun poster. How can I swap with Tyler for it? We send your picture of what you want to swap to Tyler. If he says yes, it's a deal. We have a swap. If not, we just keep looking at items. Simple as that.
And remember, we just announced the impending rollout of our cryptocurrency swap coin.
That's right.
Each successful swap is going to earn you guys a swap coin from our new cryptocurrency. This is a promise I feel a little nervous making. Do we have the swap coin animation? I talked to our guys today. They said, yes, swap coin, we're working on it. We can get it up and running. So we're sweetening the pot a little bit in 2018.
Yeah.
Even though it's not there yet.
We are serious. I know we've been talking about gas TV. That's something that we're still working on. There's a lot of things we've set up, and we promise we'll pay them off. At least one of them before the end of the year.
Yeah.
Swap
There's
coin.
the swap coin. So when you successfully make a swap, you earn one of these swap coins. Who knows how much they are going to raise in value, or will they tank in value? That's up to you. If we make this thing a success, I think swap coin's going to be the currency of the future, probably.
Let's hope that what you did today, Matt, by eating that croissant doesn't jeopardize our future.
It's been a while since we've had a movie poster. Let's take a look at that bad boy again.
If you make a swap, for example, here's how it will work, at least in our preliminary thoughts. You make a swap for the movie poster. It's a deal. You've never swapped before. You receive the item in the mail from Tyler, but you also receive a swap coin in your digital swap wallet.
Digital swap wallet.
And then out from there, you just disguise the limit. And you can also earn swap coins by other activities, by sending us art or anything that doesn't involve hacking us.
It's a good poster. You can see the scale of it. He didn't put a quarter, he put $1.
Oh,
Because it's
yeah.
a big one.
Yeah. Up there with the best of the best. Tom Cruise, Kelly McGillis, Top Gun.
Something about that tagline, up there with the best of the best, made me think that they couldn't decide between two finalists. There was one that was like, up there high as can be, and then there was the best of the best, and the guy ended up saying, Just combine them.
Or they
Make it up there with the best of the best.
Maybe it was like top dog in the sky, and then they were like, well, we can't repeat top twice, and then also top dog in the sky is the Turner and Hooch tagline, because that was about a dog who was a police helicopter pilot.
I remember going to see Top Gun in the movie theater when I was just a small child. And it was a special afternoon for my family.
Yeah.
We all went, my mother and father and I. And when the guys on the runway did that, I thought that was really cool. It was about 7.
Top Gun was rated R.
I think it's PG. No, it's not even PG-13. It's PG.
Well, he does it.
They
I thought there was something that happened. They do
imply intimacy, but they don't.
Well, not that's just that part, but doesn't he do something in the sky? Like flips. He does the bird.
Well, you can watch that if you're 12.
Oh. I don't know. We don't do that on the William Street Swap Shop, though. I promise you that. We'll never do anything inappropriate. We like to make jokes, sure, but we like to talk about no haunted items, like the croissant, but we don't flip the bird.
This was the role where Tom Cruise got the face scar, the white face scar for the whole role. Look at that.
Yeah.
I can see why the ladies fall for that guy.
Yeah. What is a famous quote from Tom Cruise?
He says, "Out of my way, I'm top freaking gun."
Out of my way, I'm top freaking gun. That's how Tom Cruise always talks. He always talks like he's gonna threaten someone.
Yeah.
You keep doing that with me, I'm gonna fly the plane right to your house. I'm coming over tonight.
And I'm not bringing any food.
Yeah.
You better prepare something.
I'm gonna show up unannounced. That looks good.
That sounds awesome. Thanks for having me over.
Yeah, anytime.
Hey, I forgot to mention,
Mm-hmm.
I'm already married to 3 other people.
Oh, that's okay. I'm just looking to be a friend.
Well, cool.
I bet.
You said you weren't bringing food, or
Yeah,
I should make something?
I'm not bringing anything. I don't have any room
Okay.
in my plane for it because I'm flying my plane over.
I know you're busy.
And I promise you that when you find out that I can fly a plane, you're gonna really have a big crush on me.
I already do.
Ooh.
But in a sort of coworker sort of way.
Yeah.
I think you're a neat guy to hang out with.
Thank you.
So you're not bringing food. Okay, I'm not a great cook, but I can get something prepared and put it in the oven.
Okay.
Does that sound okay?
Yeah. I have some
Okay.
hot chocolate packets that I got from the break room that are in the back of my jet. I'll just bring those over. We could use my jet engine to heat them up.
That sounds
Did I mention I'm
great.
flying my jet?
Perfect. Swing on by. And I guess we might call this dinner a Top Gun. And that's how the
Top
whole
Chef.
movie ended.
And then that's how Top Chef, the idea of Top Chef came about. Because at the end of it, they said, if you can't fly anymore, what will you do, Tom? And he says, I want to be a chef. And then it was Top Chef. That's how Top Chef started. It's a cool movie poster. We get a lot of media here on the William Street Swap Shop. Discs, records, books, tapes, posters, things that represent pop culture, movies, television shows that we grew up with, bands. We should make a Swap Shop poster.
Yeah.
Like if it was a film. Maybe if anyone's out there who wants to take a stab at it, take a stab at it.
Yeah. Let's
Design, Photoshop something there. Maybe. That'd be fun.
What if we go on to this next item, and then maybe we can just,
Okay, yeah,
while we
sure.
talk about it, we could bring our special guest,
Absolutely,
Heather.
we
Would
do
you
have a
like to?
guest
You can come out here now,
Yeah.
and we can talk about this.
So
this-
these are...
These are political pins from, looks like mostly the 70s.
Yeah.
We got President Nixon.
I like the marshmallow. Say it with pride, because that one, everyone likes marshmallows. If you don't like marshmallows...
It's Marshalltown, though.
Oh, I thought it said marshmallow. Should have said marshmallow. Remember, October 9th. That was the season premiere of, I forget what television. Oh, that was the season premiere of Saturday Night Live when they did the first David Pumpkins special.
That's right. Now, these presidential pins are from the early 70s.
Okay.
Is there any chance these could be haunted or carry any sort of spiritual energy?
Probably the President Nixon, I would think, would be rather
Yeah.
negative in nature, so
Yeah.
that's what I'm going with.
I think he could have made a deal with some sort of supernatural entity
Ooh, yeah.
that ultimately caused his demise as a president.
I agree.
President Nixon.
McGovern Shriver, they didn't win. Maybe it was a cursed political
Right.
pin.
I like the
Could
cool
be.
it. There you go. Cool it's a good one. That way if the Nixon pin starts acting up and causing hauntings, cool it.
Cool it,
Nixon
Grandpa.
pin, cool it. Because ghosts are cold.
Ooh, I like
Phantoms are cold.
Sometimes.
and I like the foreboding nature of remember October 9th.
Yeah.
I guess that was the election day, but it sounds
I said it was
almost
the
like-
premiere of the SNL episode, but yeah, it's probably.
Oh,
that.
right.
I like that keep it says keep sweet. I thought
Keep
it said
sweet.
keep a secret. Like you hand that to someone when you've told them I have I'm a bad person. I just committed a big crime. Keep it a secret.
Heather, we want to thank you for joining us.
Thank
we have
you
a
for having
special
me.
guest. It's Halloween Eve.
That's right. All Hallows Eve.
What do you call it? Halloween Eve afternoon.
There you go.
Yeah.
I
So
like that.
we wanted to bring in a specialist. Can you tell us your name and
Sure.
your affiliation with what you do?
My name is Heather Dobson, and I'm with Paranormal Georgia Investigations. And I helped found the group, and I investigate ghosts.
Wow.
Have you ever come across in an attic or something things like this, some sort of talisman of evil, some sort of box full of things that people are saying, I just don't feel right about it?
Not really a talisman of evil,
Right.
but every now and then a homeowner will say that they have an object that's creepy that they don't like.
Whoa.
So,
Yeah.
And then after today, you could say, hey, I know the perfect place to send it. The Lynn Street
Exactly.
Swap Shop. But we have a strict no haunted items.
Say no to haunted items.
Yeah. We have a policy
good
on the
idea.
show, as Zach just
Forgot about
mentioned,
that.
no haunted items.
okay.
We'll
I'm good
swap
with that.
anything but haunted stuff.
Right.
Well, I mean, it could be haunted. They just don't tell you it's haunted.
That's the part that we might need your help, I guess, to kind of look and say, how would you be able to tell an item is haunted by just looking at it, or is
Not,
there-
not me.
no?
Other people in
Oh,
our group
okay.
could, but
What about the croissanting? Do you get any vibes from this croissant?
I get a rather sad vibe that it's been partially eaten and that there's a bug on it.
It does look kind of sad. Look at the nose.
Look at that.
Yeah. The fly is trying to warn us.
It's a bit depressed.
Yeah.
But
Is
I
it
don't get any evil vibes.
No, none at all.
No.
Is it possible that it, like the evil could be manifesting later?
Could be.
Like once Matt digests the
Right.
croissant, like it's waiting a couple hours.
Yes.
Kind of like they tell you don't eat before you go play sports.
Exactly.
Don't haunt someone until a couple hours after you eat.
Precisely. That's what I think.
So you not only investigate ghosts, but
Yes.
you also get into, cryptozoology in general. Is that correct?
Some members of our group do. We've
Okay.
never been called out to investigate cryptids, but we are more than willing, and we all do
Okay.
have our interests.
And
So-
what's the three differences between a ghost and a cryptid that everyone should know this Halloween to be
Hmm.
safe?
The biggest differences probably are that cryptids are outside. They're creatures
Okay.
that may or may not exist on this planet.
Yeah.
Right.
Bigfoot,
Yeah.
sheep squatch,
Who's that?
part sheep,
Oh,
part man.
wow.
Yeah.
But it's the abominable snowman is the one. Is each region has their own.
Right. Each
version.
region has their own cryptids. So you've got swamp apes in Florida,
Okay.
Sasquatch in Georgia, and
Do you think we could
Pacific
add to the
Northwest.
website, like, if today or tomorrow this croissant does happen to be haunted, we could add the croissanting as a
The
Georgia-
Squatch.
Sure, the Squatch. I like that.
Can we go ahead and
Hashtag that.
okay?
the croissant.
Maybe we've just discovered the Squatch.
Well, it's just it's a squat
Sasquatch.
Sasquatch that wears a. This is gonna be too easy, Heather. You're gonna think it's a lame joke, but it's a Sasquatch that wears a French beret
I like it.
and loves to drink wine
Yes.
and eat cheese.
Yes.
I'm just here to eat your cheese.
Was that you
Yeah.
just now? It
Yeah.
sounded like
Yes.
a. Well, okay. Can we open the phone lines 413-961-4263? If you guys have questions about cryptids,
Mm-hmm.
ghosts, personal finance, can we throw that in there?
Sure.
Securing your family's financial future,
That sounds
Yeah.
great.
or extending the battery life of your electronic
Right.
devices.
Okay.
That sounds good. Yeah, or any of the above. Or if you have something at your home that what's been the most, I guess, disturbing case? If it's PG.
It's really
Like if
not.
the ghosts cussed or anything, just be like, replace it with another
Usually it's when one of our investigators cuss
word. Really?
because we've been frightened.
Wow.
Something will get knocked off a shelf. One of us will see a shadow we don't expect, and that's very frightening. But we don't really get the ghosts cussing at us. We're really nice people.
Good. Have you had EVP? I know EVPs. I've heard. I've listened. When I'm not doing Swap Shop, I am a big fan of listening to radio shows about hauntings, like Coast to Coast AM.
Right.
And have you heard of any, like, you've gone out and recorded field audio? Have you come back and heard messages?
Yes. That's typically the majority of the evidence that we collect is
Okay.
audio in nature.
Wow.
So we get all sorts of messages. We get voices that mimic us and voices that are trying to tell us things and voices that just, talk.
Yeah. Hi, welcome.
Hey, come
to
on
the
in.
Street Swap Shop. That door means we're in
Oh,
the studio.
guys.
But
Okay.
Pretend the door is them coming in. Hi,
Hello.
come on in.
You're live with the Croissant and Heather Dobson, expert of ghost hunter.
I think so.
Hi, that's great. I think I have a ghost in my house.
Ooh, do tell.
All right. Well, so it started out. It was like 3 a.m, and I was in my closet cleaning it out. And
Sorry, I'm going to stop you there. We're going to put on some creepy music.
Okay.
Okay. And
So I was in my closet.
Mhm.
Wait, is the creepy music starting?
yeah,
Yes.
you're good.
Okay. So I was in my closet cleaning it out at 3 a.m,
Okay.
and there's this cloth guitar case,
Mm-hmm.
and the cloth guitar case was on the wall, and I was like shaking my butt against the wall, and it was like making a
Why?
sound. I don't know. I
Why
was
were you
like,
at 3
I
a.m.?
had an itch.
Oh.
Okay.
I couldn't sleep, so I just needed something to do. So I was cleaning out my closet, and that sound kept going on, and I stopped shaking my back against the wall, and I kept hearing that sound, and that sound kept going on, and I turned, and I saw that the guitar case was moving up and down by itself, and I grabbed it, and then I let go, and it stopped moving.
Interesting.
And then another time, I was outside, and my Crocs were by my door when I went outside, and when I came back in, they were in the middle of my living room floor.
Do you have any pets?
I have one pet.
So is it
It's a dog named Sam.
Is it possible Sam maybe moved the Crocs?
Could be.
Or is it a Crockergeist?
It could be a Crockergeist. You don't have a roommate.
I have a mom.
You have a mom. I'm betting mom brought the Crocs in. But the guitar case, I can't explain the guitar case.
Your mom's
That's interesting.
Your mom is still alive, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's good.
Just wanted to clear that up.
Right.
Yes.
Because if she had moved it, okay,
If she
that's
was a
I don't have to
spirit,
go any
I see, yeah.
It could be like a Norman Bates situation. But
Oh, yeah, that's what I was kind of...
That would be awkward.
I didn't want to allude to it, but yeah.
Yes. I think
So we
mom brought
got-
in the Crocs. That's what I think.
Can I put together my theory?
Yes.
Sure.
You got Crocs that are moving on their own.
Mm-hmm.
You got an electric guitar case that's moving on its own. I think you may be haunted by the ghost of a guy who plays the open mic nights at the blues bar.
that's what I'm talking about.
But I don't think they're dangerous, right?
No, that doesn't sound dangerous at all.
Okay.
Sounds
He
a little
sounds
friendly.
docile.
Sounds friendly.
The ghost of ZZ Top's first guitar roadie guy.
Sounds like the ghost of Yanni. Yanni would probably wear Crocs, right? The guy who just plays instrumentals.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Have
Who's
you?
the guy who plays the William Street Swap Shop theme song?
Oh, David, Zach's uncle.
Yeah.
He
He's-
was
Could be your
in.
uncle?
Not my uncle by blood, but Gary's brother. My mom's boyfriend, Gary.
He
Okay.
was.
Is
He
he
was
anything like
in the.
Gary?
You remember Skid Row, that band?
No.
He was in it, and also Tesla.
He helped start Tesla?
Yeah.
Or there's a band named Tesla?
Nikola Tesla?
There was a band named Tesla, I thought.
There's a
there
band
was?
named
Oh, okay,
Tesla.
yeah.
Zach's uncle was in,
Oh.
and then he did our
Okay.
theme song after that.
Fair enough. Yep, that's my uncle.
Cool uncle.
Hey, Uncle David. Thanks for doing the Swap Shop theme song. We haven't paid you for the royalties yet.
Well, do you feel any better about your ghost situation? Have we we helped?
Well, now that I know it could be some cover band guy in my house, I think it makes me feel a lot safer.
Okay.
It doesn't
That's
really.
good.
He seems like a chill guy, you know.
Yeah.
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 I feel like he smokes like Black and Milds.
Oh, yeah, probably.
I don't think you have
Yeah.
anything to worry about.
Yeah.
Just be careful of if the walls start bleeding Harley Davidson T-shirts
Okay.
while you sleep. 'cause
Matt
it
is
can-
really
worrisome.
going into burning this guy today.
No, he's just.
You're ma-
I'm not.
Okay,
I'm not trying to make
alright.
fun of the ghost.
You're
I
talking
just-
about him
he's
wearing
gonna-
Crocs, doing open mic, wearing Harley Davidson shirts.
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying.
All right.
I'm
Nothing
trying to
wrong with
warn.
it. Yeah. What would you do, Heather, if you were in person right now at our caller's house, and he said, "How do we investigate? What would be the first steps? Would you do a recording? Would you turn off the lights?"
The first thing I would do would be I would try to debunk the
Okay.
movement of the guitar case.
Okay.
So I would try to recreate everything that happened just prior to the guitar case shaking.
Okay.
And I would try to get it to move on its own with my presence doing
Is there
something.
a vent that's blowing air on it? That's
Right.
also, yeah.
Exactly. Did I hit the wall hard and that made it
Yeah.
move, or the clothes?
Yeah.
Something like
Is
that.
there a burglar in the house
There you
who
go.
is hiding and he's the one who's been moving it?
Probably, yeah. In the
Could there
attic.
be someone living in my house?
It's happened
Besides,
before.
yeah, it
Yeah.
has.
Could it be like maybe if you put on like a record and you're like, all right, I'm gonna play. What's a song that people like to cover a lot, like music, like the Green
Stairway
Day-
to Heaven.
Stairway to Heaven. Like, I'm gonna put on this Led Zeppelin song, and then if you start to see the case move, it might be like, oh, it's the blues cover person, and the Crocs start to walk into your house, your
Could
room.
be.
I laughed at the Crockergeist thing. I thought that was pretty funny. I think that makes it's a fun. I'm glad to be. That made me proud to be here today on the stream.
We've got a whole Halloween costume party for people now. You got the Croissant,
Yeah.
Yes.
the Crockergeist. If you want to do something people aren't just doing, like Jon Snow or whatever,
Sure.
there's two good ideas. And then the blues guitarist guy is his own thing too.
Sure, yeah.
The blues.
The crypto creep.
Oh yeah, the crypto and then
And
the
the
crypto
crypto
creep.
creep.
Last week we talked about cryptocurrency.
Okay, yes.
So last week was Crypto Week. This week and this week is also Crypto Week, but it's
Yeah, cryptozoology.
Yeah. So last week cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, and those sorts of things.
Right.
Today and for the rest of the week, or at least for tomorrow, Jersey Devil, Mothman, Bigfoot, Sasquatch,
The Mothman.
the Mothman,
There he is.
the Croissant,
Yes.
those
Can-
sorts of things.
Caller, thank you so much for sharing
Thank you.
your story,
Yeah,
and
thank
we
you.
hope that we may have helped.
Hopefully it doesn't get any worse than that, and keep us updated if it does. And I guess since you're just Georgia, right? You wouldn't do. This is an international, or not international. This is a national.
Can you cross state lines? Is your license valid over there?
Yes, it's valid everywhere.
Good, perfect. So maybe if it gets the haunting gets more severe,
Worse. Yeah.
we can figure it out.
Feel free to call.
They might make a Netflix show about this in like 20 years.
Oh,
It'll be like
I like that.
when the Crocker guys called in. Thank you for the call.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If we have anyone else with a ghost question, give us a call, 413-961-4263. In the meantime, I'd like to ask you about where we are right here.
Mm-hmm.
We're in Atlanta
Yes.
on a historic, I believe, real close to the old Native American
Right.
hiking trail
Mm-hmm.
that became Peachtree Street.
Right.
Is there any history in this general Midtown Atlanta area of ghosts or supernatural and or paranormal croissant related or non-croissant related activity?
Probably the most prominent activity I can think of is Civil War related.
Yeah.
Just General Sherman coming down here in 1864 on his
Yeah.
march to the sea and burning the entire city, and it was not a pretty time to be in this area. And we do have reports of paranormal activity that do involve Civil War
Yeah.
happenings.
Wow.
Zach at this Halloween party this weekend, he drank a lot. He sent me a text and he said, "I think I got bayoneted in my sleep." by a apparition.
That's
Oh
right.
no.
I only said that is because I actually, I think I got a case of the flu because I got sick by the bayonet, and I thought it was red. I thought it was blood, but it was just red wine.
Okay. Well, that's good.
I just had a good time. That's it. Hi, welcome to
here
the
we go.
Street Swap Shop.
Hello.
I'm calling from inside the croissant.
Oh my goodness.
That's terrifying.
Calling from inside the croissant.
Okay, speak.
Go ahead. Talk. Is this the croissant? Is this the
The
Crisquatch?
croissant.
Is it the Crisquatch? Are you okay? Are you a good or
Do you need-
bad entity?
I am Tony Soul inside the croissant.
Oh, you're trapped spirit inside
You're
the
trapped.
croissant.
Okay. And what do you want the humans to know? The humans here in the other side of the mortal window. Are you trying to warn us? Are you evil, or are you
Do
trying to
not
warn us?
Mess with croissants.
Don't mess with
Don't mess with croissants. You ever had a case like this one before?
Never. Absolutely never.
Oh my goodness. Don't mess with croissant. Well, what are we supposed to do? I love croissants.
I
All
know.
croissants
Yeah.
or just this
Especially with jam.
one? I mean, I'm
I
afraid
do
to
not
go.
like jam.
This is an
they're
American
jam.
croissanting. See,
I
remember
do
that
not
movie, The American Haunting?
wish to be eaten.
Oh my
Doesn't
goodness.
want to be eaten.
Okay.
Well, what do you want to be done?
And is there any advice you can give us to live as humans in harmony on this troubled planet?
If you're gonna try eating me, at least brush your teeth.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
yeah, I
not
need-
what I had in mind. But
Floss our teeth? Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want dirty teeth.
all right. Well, thank you
He
for
flaked.
that.
He flaked out.
Yeah. That was
Thanks
good.
for that
I
call
was
from
waiting for this
inside the croissant.
spirit to show up on my croissant, and then he flaked out.
Mm.
He was really supposed to come and give me a scare. Like in Beetlejuice, where they keep relying on the spirits to scare the people who bought the house out. That's
Yes.
what I'm going to bring the squash to my apartment area and say, stop moving into my neighborhood, and put that outside and scare them away.
I like it.
Heather, can you tell us about any recent cases you've been on and what happened, things you found or didn't find, and whereabouts they took place?
Actually, we had an investigation in Woodstock, Georgia.
Okay.
It involved a family, and very nice, personable family. Rather frightened by the activity in their home. They just moved there. And we had a few things happen, audio EVPs, but
Okay.
none of them were mean or nasty. It was all very friendly, and we told the family we didn't think they had anything to worry about, that it was probably just something there trying to get their attention.
Wow. So like the friendly stuff though can be a little more scary to me, because at least if someone just says like "get out," then you know like, oh, I should probably leave. But if it's just like, hi, want to play?
Right.
Oh, hi, you want to swap? I'd be like, oh wow, what is this happening? What is happening here?
Right.
Want to swap?
Yeah, I think this one
But then
just
it
wanted
won't
to talk.
So it was just, so you have audio recordings of like this, you can make out the words that they were speaking. And, wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
We've been doing a lot of library talks this last month with people around the Atlanta area, telling them what we do, and we share our best evidence with them, and a lot of it is audio, and we do have 3 pieces of video evidence that we've managed to capture too
Oh my
in different investigations. So
Wow.
yeah.
Do you have one of those available? Is it
On our YouTube channel,
Okay.
if you look up Paranormal Georgia on YouTube, and
Computer,
we have our
Pull up Paranormal Georgia on YouTube if you could, please, computer, and we will take a look at. Is there one clip in particular you like the most?
Oh my goodness. I'm trying to think. We captured a shadow in one clip.
Okay.
One we have an object moving,
Wow.
Okay.
and there's another clip that a door opens by itself.
Ooh.
Well, we'll see if we can pull it up. But
Yes.
if we can't, then
It
That's
looks like
fine.
they have it here right now.
oh, here we go.
Oh, that's the shadow.
Now let's look at this. Okay, so
So,
this is something you
You
your
see a
team-
shadow go across the right,
Okay.
and then in just a moment you're going to see it go
Oh,
across
I
the
Oh,
see.
left.
yeah.
We can't explain that.
What do you think that would be if you could?
I
Like
don't
if you had to
know.
guess?
The homeowner thinks it's the dog that had recently passed away.
Oh my
one of his
goodness!
dogs.
Whoa, there
Yeah,
it
there it
is.
is.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So That's one of our favorite pieces of evidence.
Yeah, wow. That almost looks like it could be footage from our previous caller's house. That could be the Crocker Geist.
It could be the Crocker Geist.
Moving calling the Crocs over.
What
What's
do you
this?
think?
Oh, and then
Now
here.
this is a door opening, and this clip takes a little while. This is at Old South Pittsburgh Hospital in South Pittsburgh, Tennessee. You
Ooh.
can actually go investigate there.
It's one of my 3 favorite Pittsburghs.
Is the hospital still operating, or is it abandoned?
No, it was closed in the late 90s.
Okay.
And you'll see on the left side of the screen, you're going to hear our investigator Tammy ask someone to close a door.
Okay. Oh my goodness, I'm scared. I'm gonna have nightmares tonight.
Buddy, if you're here with us, can you close the door down there by your teddy bears?
Do you hear that click?
Oh
Yeah.
And you see the light coming through?
Yeah.
Oh my
That
goodness.
door opened.
That door just opened.
Wow.
That,
It's like teaching a
So
ghost
we
how to
could-
walk.
yeah.
Close the door, please.
Yeah, so that door opened. Not only did it open, you could hear the knob turn,
mhm.
and then you
Wow.
hear the door slam open and hit the wall twice, and we couldn't get that door to stay open.
Wow.
So,
That's terrifying.
Gosh.
yeah. Oh, it's exciting.
I mean, I know here we're having fun with the croissanting,
I know.
but that's a little bit different.
Yes.
More- Yeah.
Very exciting.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, it's the
my
12
gosh.
hole.
Okay.
The last 12 minutes of the William Street Swap Shop. We've already burned up all this time. We have 12 minutes left. Hopefully we can maybe get to the bottom of this croissanting, or it might be something we'll come back to at another time tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe.
Something.
We're joined by Heather Dobson, a paranormal investigator in the state of Georgia.
Yes.
We're looking at spirits, taking phone calls about spirits, and now we're about to go try and get some video evidence of our own.
Sounds exciting.
Is that okay?
Let's do it.
All right.
All right.
We work in a building. It's one of the older buildings in Midtown Atlanta. We're gonna try and look around, look for spirits, and who knows, we might make a new friend.
Set the stage a little bit. Well, I'll wait for the music to okay. Set the stage just a little bit. We are right next to one of Atlanta's oldest funeral homes,
Yeah.
just right up the hill. I think about that sometimes.
Right.
I've felt the presence in the building working late at night. No, not. Sorry.
The computer.
No, go ahead and roll that, and then I'll get back to the scary stuff.
Okay.
Okay. I've been working late at night, and everyone else has left. I stay longer than Zach does because I care a little more about the
no,
work and
I-
my job.
I come in.
Oh.
Anyway, this night Zach had clocked out. I think he was having a good time partying with some of his friends.
Red wine.
I was
Yep.
still here. And I heard something, sound, sort of like a crying sound.
Okay.
Like something between a baby and a animal.
Right.
Like a wolf trapped in a wolf trap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I went down to the back of the building. The lock, I couldn't quite jimmy it. There's a stairwell in the back of the building.
Right.
When I opened the stairwell door, the crying intensified. And I had to close the door and leave. And I was wondering if we could go back to the stairwell where this happened.
Definitely. Let's
There's
go.
also a mini fridge that's been bugging me too.
Okay.
Can we take a look at that on the way?
Yes, we can. Let's
Okay.
go.
All right, let's do
Okay.
it. This is the live William Street
Yeah.
ghost hunting special.
We've done pre-recorded ghost hunting at hospitals, but we've never done one live. Have you done a live stream?
No.
No? Okay.
This is the first.
All right. This is a first. Let's do it.
Just hold my mic out to you. I'll take you down this hallway here. Have you ever investigated a office building before like this?
Not like this. There have been office buildings I've investigated, but not TV, not Turner Broadcasting specifically.
How creepy does it feel in here to you so far?
Not very creepy. I can smell lunch. Which
Are
actually
you
smells
sure that's
good.
not?
Although Kyle MacLachlan is rather creepy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty creepy.
Yes.
We're gonna make our way down to the northern end of the building has not had much activity, but I feel like the southern end of the building, which is where Zach and I both have our offices, is
Okay.
where I have felt the most sense of something going on.
If you almost close your eyes, you can imagine what this used to be before it was a big ratings television network. It was maybe, I think it was a mattress factory.
Okay.
So there
I
were
get
people
that.
who worked here maybe, and you can kind of tell from the big pillars in here. It was an industrial building, so maybe it's possible someone fell or hurt themselves and maybe passed away here.
Now, this is the mini fridge I was going to ask you about. It was left here many years ago by someone who's no longer at the company, and it hasn't been open in a very long time.
That's frightening.
Would you be okay with us opening it, and you can give us a sense of if there's any paranormal activity?
Sure. Let's do it.
Oh, gross.
That's disgusting.
What is it haunted?
Haunted by foods past, maybe?
Okay,
I
well,
don't
this
think
is not important. We can get back to that one.
Okay, that's good. So it's not haunted.
I
You
really
didn't
hadn't
sense-
looked at that in years.
Yeah,
It was
very disturbing.
Pretty bad.
So you don't sense any presence or? Okay. What would be signs right now if you did? Like, I guess doors would be shutting, but there's a lot of people here, so maybe the ghosts are a little shy.
Right, and I think with a lot of activity, with a lot of living activity, you
Yeah.
don't really notice the paranormal.
Right.
when it's-
Okay, this is the men's room. There's no one in there now,
Okay.
but it has all these oil paintings on the wall. Several members of the staff have said they feel like they're being watched while using the restroom. Is it possible that an entity could be holding on to its painting of their former self here?
Could be. Something could be attached to one of the paintings. That one is a bit upsetting. I think just because her eyes are looking in two different directions.
Right.
This is a classic example of like when you see in movies where a painting's eyes start to
It's
move.
following
I think,
you, yes. She
that could happen.
can watch in all directions.
Do you have any advice for, sometimes Zach has trouble going to the restroom when there's other people around? I don't know if this is
True.
haunting related, but any advice for that?
I don't know, maybe cover the pictures?
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe put a mask on
Okay.
their faces?
Sometimes I just close my eyes.
Right, or
Dark
your
enough.
eyes, yeah,
Yeah.
that would be good.
Okay. It is a problem.
Well,
Okay.
we'll start with the baby step of
Okay.
covering those up.
So Matt, you said you heard crying, or it sounded like a wolf.
Yeah,
crying?
we're making our way down to the stairwell where I sense the activity.
I was always afraid of this to the left. It's now been sealed up, and it makes me wonder why the heck did they seal this up? This used to be an elevator that would go downstairs. The true story is Ted Turner used to ride it sometimes at night to come up with ideas for the network.
Okay. Maybe they're, I don't know, trying to maintain its, what's the word I'm looking for? Trying to keep it pristine. Since
I
that
see,
was
yeah.
something that he wrote and he used. So.
Yeah, I think he's still alive though, so maybe it was he was riding it with someone else. That was a spirit.
And now if we can come back this way real quick, I just want to point out one other thing.
Okay.
This is the coffee maker. It's been here since before I worked here. I just want to make it really clear that there's no haunting going on with this. I don't think there's ever been a haunting with it. But it's a good coffee maker. I thought people might enjoy looking at.
The coffee maker is haunted. You still use it. Coffee's coffee.
Do you want a Halloween cookie?
What about here? Speaking of pastries, this is exactly where Matt found the croissant squash.
Something from the croissant could be manifesting on the cupcakes.
Okay, so if someone eats these, we can have a whole
Right.
possession of
We
hauntings.
could have an epidemic on our hands.
Wow.
All right. Well, we'll take a look outside. I want to
This is where the
save
staircase
the
is.
stairwell for very last. We're entering into the stairwell, but I don't want to look down there just yet. We'll go outside, get a breath of fresh air before we do that.
Yes.
Nothing really to report out here. I guess haunted kudzu's possible, but you know.
It is.
Yeah.
Do you ever get out into the wilderness in the North Georgia around the kudzu fields and sense anything there, or have you been called out to something like that before?
Not really. Every now and then we'll investigate a cemetery if it's attached to a home that we're investigating, and most of the time it's hard to investigate outside because of all the noise, wildlife, bugs, moisture, that kind of thing, so it can be difficult.
I would imagine if you're out here, the only thing you're going to get spooked by is maybe like a bird, something that is natural and normal.
Exactly.
But this is also where cryptids could be.
Exactly.
So we could have a squatch or a Jersey devil or something hiding in.
Good.
Because this is some of the only woods in Midtown Atlanta.
Right. Good possible.
Have you ever encountered the ghost of a marketing executive? I think we almost had one out here.
No,
he took one look and turned around. All right, well, I think it's just about that time. We're going to take you down to the stairwell.
Sure. Come on in. The stairwell's right down here. Thank you for agreeing to be here, Heather.
Sure.
We can certify that William Street is no longer haunted.
Let's hold up 1 second on the camera. Let's just slow it down so I can get my flashlight. So we can. It's very creepy down here.
I see something.
I do see something.
Oh no.
This is.
What the heck?
What is it?
Oh my god. It just got really cold.
Yeah, it's a croissant squash.
Oh my goodness.
Are you kidding me?
What?
It's a squash.
What's he doing
Is
down
it
here?
Davis or Tanner?
I don't know, but I don't. Did you leave him down here?
No. He must have moved the Croissant down here.
Wait, the Croissant is down here?
Yeah, it was right there.
What?
That was just on our desk 10 minutes ago. How did it get here? This is too spooky. Heather, do you have any tips?
I think we need to just leave him alone.
Okay.
And let him eat the croissants.
Do you think he wants to eat it, or they're having a meeting like the possessed?
I don't know. I'm thinking there's like a food chain thing happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, we thank you guys for tuning in. We're out of time. We're gonna have to try to get to the bottom of this tomorrow, I guess, on Halloween. Till then.
Oh, good grief. It's scary.
Yeah, it's kind of a scary thing happening. You want to join us on the final
Yeah,
hit?
sure.
Thanks for watching the Christmas Halloween Eve.
We're gonna use this for a Christmas
special
replay as well.
definitely.
And for Christmas.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Croissants are holiday.
Thank you for joining.
Thank you, Heather.
And we'll just, if it's cool with you, we could all just hang out down here for about another half hour.
Sure.
Yeah,
Maybe
investigate, make sure
smoke a pack of cigarettes or something.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so
All right.
much.
It's a deal.
It's a deal.